What's up, everybody? It's your boy HP Maharaja, and we are back at it today. It is January 23rd, 2018. It's 6:56 p.m. Went to work today a little bit early, did some work, then went to Veggie Grill with Rohan, and then filled up some gas at Costco, which took forever because the lines there are insane. And then now I'm heading home. So glad to be home, man. I'm just being home is a different type of feeling. But yeah. So I'm just finishing up the day. I had a good topic in mind for today, but it slipped my mind. When I was trying to recollect what I was going to talk about today. But nonetheless, I don't know what's going on for the rest of the week. Probably just more work. A little bit more stuff. Let me see if I can remember the topic as I'm thinking about the topic and recording myself. What was I going to talk about? Well, let's talk about this. The human nature to be imperfect. Just a perfect scenario of me forgetting. I had a great topic in mind, but I just can't recollect it at this time. And it just shows you that human beings are not... I'm just keeping an eye out so no cops can, see me, get next to me or whatever. Just making sure, cops are crazy. Just stop you for anything, give you a ticket for anything, and fill their quotas for anything. Absolutely ridiculous. But nonetheless, I have to say that humans are imperfect. Humans are imperfect. And what does that mean? Well, that means that stuff is not going to be 100%. And that's the nature of the world, not just human beings. The world is not perfect. And thus the people of the world are not perfect either. Just as I forgot the topic that I was going to speak about today, there's so many different scenarios where people just can't produce 100%. And you might think that people are producing 100%, but there's always room for improvement. Always room for improvement. So that's just something that's you have to understand. Now, what do you do with this sort of knowledge? Okay, you may know the world is imperfect. Now what do you do about it? Well, here's a few things. When you go about managing people, it's absolutely crucial now. When you're trying to manage a lot of people, and management is growing, a lot of people need to be managed because a lot of human resources are not capable of guiding themselves. I've realized this very recently. But back to the management side, you have to understand that people are not going to do 100% for you. And they'll try their best. They'll put their 100% effort, perhaps, into whatever you're trying to make them do. However, the output will not be 100% all the time. Maybe sometime it'll be 100%, but all the time, it's absolutely impossible. You know why? Because human beings are imperfect, and it's not going to turn out to be 100% perfect, 100% timely, and 100% accurate. Excuse me there. So when you go about managing people, keeping that in mind that the world is not perfect, you have to empathize with people and the people that you're managing, so that you have a better understanding of what people are putting in and what their outputs are, and you have a better understanding of what your collective group of goals and accomplishments will be and could be for the next future round or whatever. So it's very important that you empathize and understand that the world is not perfect, and you empathize with the people that are working. That way you don't put extra stress on those people that are working for you because you feel that they're not producing 100% of what you feel is 100%, right? And you just got to empathize with people. It's just, empathy is a big thing. When you empathize with people, people start feeling like you're theirs. Like that kind of feeling where it's a family, it's a friendship, it's a bond, it's a relationship that really strikes it home. And when this sort of bond connects between managers and employees, or whatever you're trying to, organize between coworkers or whatever, when this bond fits, people will try their heart out to make it 100%. And it's not so much about achieving 100%, it's about putting in 100%. Think about it. It's very, very important to understand the difference. It's not about achieving 100%, it's about putting 100% of your efforts. Because expectations can be limitless, but the achievements that you make with 100% effort, you have no regrets at the end. And that's the message for today. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really, really appreciate it. HP Maharaja signing out. Peace and love. Jai Ho, everybody. Take care.